Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first step of the Opengrandleague, yeah? Where you really want to get a very consistent performance. It's step number 1, so the step is a bit delayed compared to the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger and to the Trackmania Grandleague. I'm following Ratchet's PoV, who is, for me, one of the rising stars in Trackmania. He has played very well also in my competitions and in other things, and I think that I'm maybe motivating him a little bit, then I'm just casting this one. So let's take a look how this will go, as I'm following him. We have 10 seconds of warm up, and also thank you Vrinding for the follow, for the raid, and you just joined in time. Welcome, welcome, and thank you so much. Welcome to the 7 raiders. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I hope you had a good stream. But let's take a look. So you have 10 minutes time by the looks of it. So it's one 6-lapper that you have to nail. And to give you guys a perspective, or to quickly explain you the format. So players just race around the track, yeah, without point limit, without anything. But they have to get themselves a good performance in 10 minutes on this map. And they have to set one 6-lapper. Yeah, so Ratchet is just doing it very nicely. Of course, if you just fail the first couple of turns, you can still go for another one. Yeah, but right now we see that Ratchet is doing it very nicely here. A 708.59 is the world record on this track. But I think if you press delete, I'm not sure if you're dead or not. I think you can respawn. I'm not so sure about that, but I can also be wrong. Yeah. As Ratchet goes very close there to the wall, almost makes that mistake, but he's on a great run. I mean, he's 0.9 ahead of Chess, who is behind him. Then LuckersTurbo is also there, but of course there are 15 or 16 different servers. So I think Ratchet maybe just wants to play on his own and just wants to chill a bit, but 112.89 as the first lap. Also good Neo slide there from Ratchet, so great to see that, and definitely a good first lap for him. Yeah, but let me actually use that one to explain the format a little bit further, also for the YouTubers, because you might be wondering, it's a little bit different like the previous Opengrandleague, because now with that 3rd division being added, so we have the Trackmania Grandleague Open, and we have the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger, and also the Trackmania Grandleague, and that right now here is the Trackmania Grandleague Open, as we see a small mistake from Ratchet there. But in this one, you just race around, try to set the fastest 6-lapper possible on all of those 5 maps. So no point loss, no point gain or something like that. And at the end of each, or of those 5 maps, your total positions will be added up. And the lower your position is, the better your ranking is overall. And then first place gets 10,000 points, then 9,999, then 9,998, and so on and so forth. The top 3 of the Opengrandleague will qualify to the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger immediately, and place 4 to 8 will battle it out for the other spots. So actually we can see 8 new players, as Ratchet makes a terrible mistake here. I mean, he didn't really lose too much, but that is definitely a shaky map 1, also that one mistake there. But right now lap number 3 for him comes into play, so I hope that he can definitely make it here and do some damage to the leaderboard. I'm not sure how good the pace here right now is, but I think he's like on a 7:16, 7:17 pace, maybe 7:18 if he continues like that. But it's not looking too bad right now, as he's 1.5 seconds out of Chess, who's doing a great job here as well. If you take a look, he's not too far behind here, the player from Austria, with a nice car skin. I think that's just a default skin, but a beautiful looking skin, as Ratchet makes a small mistake there by the looks of it, so losing a bit of time, so maybe not the best first map for him, but hey, I mean, he's still far ahead. Actually, Chess made a mistake, or just Ratchet hit a very good line, but oh my god, what is that landing? Holy shit, that was so close. That was way too close to comfort here from Ratchet here. But lap number 4, so halfway point is there, 3:37. Actually, that seems to be a fairly good pace. Yeah, 3:37. If we add this one up with a flying lap, this could be a 7:13 or something like that. This could be fairly good, as he is keeping it up quite nicely. So, of course, some small mistakes, but those happen, and I think he has corrected them fairly nicely. Yeah, he has corrected them fairly nicely, and we see him touching the wall here, but still not losing too much time, only half a second. Now he has to realign here, but still, again, a small mistake. Mistake number 3, actually, and this costs him, again, 1 second. So a bit wonky, but still not a fail in this identity or anywhere else, so that is the important part. That's where you want to stay alive. And Ratchet is just doing that, so still on a fairly good pace, also surviving this jump here, and he only has 3 more identities and 2 more laps to go after that one. As we see, Ratchet with a good approach here as well, tilts his car a bit, but will avoid all of those flags, and also avoiding the walls, not going for a Neo slide there, slows down a bit more beforehand. That was maybe a bit too close for him to comfort, but hey, he survives the 113.24, and if we add this one up, the 451, that means that we have like a roughly a 718, something like that, if he of course survives and maybe makes some small mistakes as he's overlapping the first person here. Ratchet on his way into lap number 5 here, looking not so bad. Also a good approach over that sausage part here. Want to nail that jump, also don't want to jump too far, else you get airtime here. Then a very important slide to maintain your speed. Ratchet is doing it very nicely, and he right now finds himself on a very good lap, actually. I mean, he should have minus 0.54 of a second. This could be a 112 by the looks of it, or maybe even a low 112. Yeah, so he's doing a great job of surviving here. And right now he is on a good pace. And only 2 more identities and 1 more lap after that. Oh, a bit wonky. He loses a bit of speed, but this should still be fine of making a good jump here in this sector. Yes, it is, but so close actually to the triangle of the checkpoint. Slowing down here again. Didn't get the auto slide, so that was nice to see. Ratchet into the last lap we go, and with this pace, this could be a 7:17 or something like that. So not a bad lap. And not a bad round, even though he has made some mistakes, so you can see there's a lot of room for improvement, but this could be still fine of making it into the top 10. Yeah. Oh no. Oh my god. He is so lucky. He is so lucky. Lost again 2 seconds with that, but he's still alive, so he's pulling the Mime there. Also, Mime has made that mistake in lap number 6. But now he is still on track. So only losing 2 seconds with that, but definitely a wonky first map here from Ratchet, as you can see there. So he is on his way to finish. Only 1 more identity to go. This part is fairly easy. You can of course fail that by clipping the inside, but he makes it very nicely. Also here saving tremendously, actually, breaking a lot. But this looks to be it for Ratchet. Yeah, good jump, also slowing down here, and this will be the first map for him, for the German player. Let's see what the time is. Will it be a 7:17, even a 7:16 here? 7:16.88, not too bad. There was still a lot of room for improvement for him, but with that he secures the top 5 spot. Glass gets first down, he saw Dark, and yeah. And there we can see Wawa there as well, Skandir Kaku. So he stays ahead of Skandir, that is very important. And also the savings were quite nice, so great to see that. Top 5 for Ratchet on this map, and the other players are finishing here. Chester is not making that identity, as you can see. And yeah, the others finishing as well. Yeah, also Chess had a great pace, but falling down a bit, 7:30 for him. And then we have Nico, Wild Styles, and so on and so forth. So if you guys have any questions about the format or anything like that, make sure to hit me up. But yeah, it would be interesting to know. And TB, firstly, welcome to you, my man. Is there a spreadsheet or ranking of all servers? How do the rules work? I think I can explain that for now, because it's not that hard to understand. Yeah, let me quickly explain that to you. Yeah, because I think more people have joined in. So let's actually go for that. So players have 12 minutes time to set a time on one. So there's map 1 played. Yeah, you have map 1 being played 12 minutes, and you have 12 minutes of time to set a 6-lapper. From those 6-lapper onwards, you get a position. Yeah, this position will be saved. Then you play the second 6-lapper on your own, the third 6-lapper on your own, the fourth 6-lapper, so all 5 maps are being played that we've seen in step number 1, and the 5th one as well. Yeah, there you can see it. Time limit is 12 minutes, and then afterwards the total sum of your positions will decide how many points you will gain. The first place is getting 10,000 points, then 9,998, and then so on -1. So the lower your placement is, the better. Ratchet has got in the 5th position, so if he gets 5th at the end, he gets 9,995 points. I think this is understandable. From those 8 steps, so there are 8 steps that are being played, 6 will count, and so you can miss out on 2. And the top 3 will directly qualify to the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger, and the 4th to 8th position can fight it out in the head-to-head that will be taking place in December. So that's how it works. There's also the rulebook. I can link that to you here. There you can check it out here again. But I think it should be understandable. So just time attack with all the 5 maps that we have seen last Sunday as well. And that's how it goes. Yeah. There we go. So that's how the rule set is. It's not too hard to understand. But yeah, we see every player gradually finishing here. Wait, why is the scene active? Oh, there we go. Okay. No, we see all 5 maps. All 5 maps will be played. This was the first map. Now we're gonna see the second map, which is Eurosky. Yeah, so good transition. Very nice transition. So Eurosky is the next map. Exactly, Lucas, exactly. So maps 1 to 5 are today, map 2 to 6 next step, and so on and so forth. Yeah? Mirko was writing in the chat, I thought I had time for a cigarette, but then they just skipped. Oh man, this guy, I love him. He's a great person. But yeah, now we have the next map. We have Eurostep, yeah? Eurosky, not Eurostep. We have we had Euro. Wait, you also had Eurostep, right? If I was recalling it correctly. Man, sometimes the map names are so overwhelming. But Eurosky is the next map, yeah? The time to aim for here is roughly a 7:15, I would say. With that, you are on a good pace. So let's follow Ratchet again. On this map, we have this one of the 2 remakes. We have a very speedy section at the start. Ratchet is making it fairly nicely. Where you want to release, you don't want to drift here because also of those no brakes block that are coming up here. So you can also initiate an auto slide there like Chess was doing it. But Ratchet goes for the safe approach. Very nice one here. Also here you want to accumulate as much speed as possible. And Ratchet is doing this nicely. So you can see the timer on the right. In the middle right section there, just above the overlay, the input overlay, and that's how much time they have to set a time, a 6-lapper time. I think the first attempt counts, so you cannot reset to the start. If you DNF, you're out. But right now it's actually looking like a good first lap here. Also there you want to avoid those obstacles, and Ratchet gets himself the reactor boost over that part. So that was a very, very nice section, and into the first identity we go. Reactor boost, freewheel, right, left, right, and then left, and then again this corner is fairly hard, but Ratchet gets so much speed out of that. That was actually very, very nice nice driving here, and a 1:14.56 is not a bad first lap. Okay, to the second one we go. Great transition there as well. We see no one behind him, so Ratchet off to a great start into this one. And I think that this is looking like a good performance thus far, of course, if he survives. But already 2 seconds ahead of his former set time. So this looks to be like a, I would say like 7:13 pace, 7:12. But of course he has to survive and should not make it. Also goes for a drift here to get a better angle over this part where you also want to release. So good find there, and also a fairly safer line from Ratchet at the moment, yeah? So very nice to see that. Very smooth driving. Of course, unfortunately, there's not really a player who is pacing with him, so I'm just gonna watch him, and the second player is 5.5 seconds behind. So that is quite a lot, but hey, I just wanted to see how the casting is going in this format, as he takes it a bit more conservatively here, but he's still alive and lost a bit of speed. Just by the looks of it, actually a 1:12.71. That is a good time here from Ratchet. And into the next lap we go. Lap number 3, bit of a wonky approach. Adjusted very nicely though. A bit of a left steering movement, and Ratchet is still alive. Also gets himself a lot of speed over that part. So this looks to be very good. Also, not that risky lines compared to mine that we've spectated 6 days beforehand in this format. I mean, here you of course have to pace through and just trust your muscle memory, but here he's not really going that close to the wall compared to Mime or Pack. Nice pre-slide there again. Good approach over that part as well, and he finds himself still in the lead, and I think this could actually be a contender for a top 3 time if he survives. Of course, I don't want to jinx it too early here, as this looks to be like a very good third lap, also a good landing into this one. And Ratchet is on his way of making it into the halftime mark. Okay, bit of a mistake, but he didn't lose too much with that. That is still fine, because he can accelerate with the reactor boost. It runs out a bit later, but only 1 second of a loss here from Ratchet, because he got himself that auto slide. You can still neo slide when you are actually in a free wheel, so still a good save there. A bit of a mistake, but that was the first mistake here, so still fairly good driving. Yeah, he makes it look easy. Yeah, he's doing very good actually. I mean, only 1 mistake in 3 laps and already lapping the first person. Yeah, only 1 second of a loss, so that is still a great pace, and this could actually be top 3, as I say, or maybe even better. I'm not sure who is playing as well, but hey. Yeah, Ratchet on a good approach here as well. Then the slide here to the right. Great find here. Actually, I really like that slide, because this gives you just way more angle over this part, and you take it a bit safer with that. Are there multiple servers? Yes, they are. There are 16 servers, and this is the first OGL step. Yes, it is. Also a bit of a touch there. Can he save it? Holding the gear, that was important, but gets a wonky landing due to the reactor boost running out. So again, half a second of a loss from Ratchet there over this part. Even a second due to the reactor boost. Yeah, so a little bit of a shaky lap number 4 here as well, but still is able to stay alive. So he should not make another mistake, and this could be a sub 7:17 or 7:18 or something like that, as lap number 5 is undergoing here. Also makes this part not the smoothest landing, but you don't lose too much there, because you have to release anyway, so like only 0.4 of a loss there from Ratchet as we go into that no brakes part here again. So if you go over that block, you cannot brake. Yeah, you cannot brake, so you can only work with your release button. Right now we on lap number 5, yeah, also here. And he is going very outside. He has won Tech GA, didn't he? Yes, he did. He did it. And I also casted the final. So guys, if you have any questions about that, I thought it's of course that he has maybe someone else to play against. Make sure to hit me up. But we already see the first players finishing, and there we can see a 7:23, and maybe Ratchet was actually distracted by that, because now the names are shown, because maybe they have started later, because on some servers they maybe have started a bit earlier or later, because it will end until every player has finished. And this could actually be a bit distracting, as we see Hugo with a 7:14. Hugo with a 7:14, and Ratchet just stay alive, and this could be a 7:22 or 23, but he has made a lot of mistakes here in this run, especially in the second half of it, but he should just be ahead. Actually, to give you guys a comparison, a 7:14 is very fast here. I think Mime has done a 7:13.7 in the actual OGLs, in the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger step. So 7:14 is a very good pace here from Hugo, from the MTP player. But also Ratchet looks strong to clock in a good one here, as we see Panda with a 7:31. But this map records is actually fairly distracting, because now the others can finish earlier. Yeah. But into the last identity we go here from Ratchet. Yeah, takes it safe. Also Gets the reactor boost still ongoing over that jump. That is very important that you get yourself a low jump, because it's a reactor boost down and it drags you down in that last moment. But he's again on a good pace here. Good last lap here. So this could be a nice time. Maybe he can overtake Carl and clocks in that third position. This is looking good. 21, 2, and there we go, a 7:22. Very nice from Ratchet. Top 3 at the moment. That is very cool. Ratchet with a great performance. Third place behind Complex and Hugo. Ahead of Carl, ahead of Bresso. And Dexter is also playing on P7. Only a 7:29 from Dexter. So great to see that. But yeah, I mean, that is fairly good for him, because I didn't see Hugo on map number 1, if I recall correctly. But Ratchet now with a 3rd and a 5th position. So that is really good. So great job from Ratchet, a 7:22. Let's see where this will end up, if he can actually get himself a top 3 or top 5. Because we might see other players finishing a bit later. Yeah, as players are still driving. And as I say, the round ends until or when everyone has finished the round. And we can see checkpoint 59, then we have here Nico, checkpoint 40, so he's still a long way to go. But a great time from Ratchet, who's actually behind him. Jan with a 7:50, also not too bad. Then we have Frizuli TM, then a White Styles Coda, but a 7:22 is definitely very good. Yeah, but I mean, it's still great to see that the players are racing like that. Yeah, that is very cool. That is very nice. Alright. Yeah, but I think it will not happen that much. Okay, as we see Scandir and Dark closing in. Ratchet gets overtaken by half a second, so Dark with a 4th position and Scandir on P3. So Ratchet again with a P5 ending here by the looks of it. As Gogol has still to go for 1 more lap. So he might also be on time for a couple today. Wow. This guy is saying the waiting is trash. Well, I mean, if he doesn't know that also other players want to finish, that is a bit of a weird champ, let's say like that. I mean, why shouldn't you wait for others who are not that fast, who just want to take a look? I mean, Gogo is doing a great job here. You know, he's just driving around, and maybe it's his first competition. He's on the PB lap, he's 4 seconds ahead. Actually saves it here. So, I mean, you know, not everyone is doing, or is like a very fast player. So what can you do against that? You know, Gogo is doing a good job here of surviving and also discovering how the car is behaving. You know? So hey, Gogo on his way into the finish. He finishes probably he takes it very safe here. That is cute. That is cute, because holds are scary and I can understand that. But now he's not break. Actually, that was not a bad identity from him. That was not too bad. But yeah, GG's to him as well. He is the last player on the server to finish. And there we go, 11.20, 11:21.037. Great job. Great job from Gogo. Of course you do that. So he is through, and we're gonna go to the next map. So next map, map number 3, we have Barrelistic. Barrelistic by Banano Tini. I'm very interested to see for what line Ratchet will go here. And I think we're gonna see the first time where not everyone will finish. Because this map is really hard. This map is really, really hard to do. Yeah? Especially the start. I mean, not sure if every player here has seen the map, but this is definitely not that easy to do. I can tell you that. This map is a bomber and a half. So, warm-up has ended. Yeah, on Barrelistic, there are a lot of mistakes, and now the line that I'm looking forward to is he going for that risky line over the safe spot or not? Times that we're looking onto here are 740s, 745s. Ratchet has a 747 and occupies world record number 9. So Lula and also Ratchet with a great start. And probably others have already started, so Ratchet should not be distracted by the map records being displayed fairly early on. Yeah, so Ratchet with a great first identity here. I mean, the identities now are being split over the maps. Here you want to gear up just before the magnet there, so you want to open up your steering. Greatly done by Ratchet. That's actually going to the replay camera. I think this should work a bit better, right? Do we have... Wait, no, we have to do follow, right? Yeah, follow. There we go. Then we have the internal camera as well. So, let's take a look. This part now very decisive to see. Is he going for that way or not? He's not, actually. So, you can go for the booster rate to get yourself a nose down. Also here, that was a quite wonky landing from Ratchet, but now, of course, comes the identity. First flip being done makes it very nicely. Actually, now the second flip with a freewheel attached. Very nice, good apex here. And Ratchet finds himself in that second lap already. 110.648. Releases here a lot to get himself a fairly early landing, but jumps super far up though. But still, was a good approach, fairly safe. And with that, he is still alive. Yeah, first flip here, boop, into the lap we go. A bit of a lag though, but that is still fine. And Ratchet is indeed surviving it. Yeah, actually on a good pace right now, even though he didn't go for that one. But this could be a, right now, a 640 something. But let's take a look onto that part here, as of course a lot of mistakes can happen. This full speed section here, very important to nail. And then the reactor boost here, which you want to hold until the ending here, because after that one, you can get yourself airtime if you're slow enough. And you want to hold the reactor boost by any means for that. Yeah, so this part has been changed, if I was recalling it correctly. And Ratchet goes into the second identity, 2.1 seconds ahead. And that is actually a very nice lap. And also a good flap from Ratchet here. Look at that. Very nicely executed. Also here, jumping fairly low. Not getting the best amount of speed by the first look. But actually, that wasn't too bad. I thought he didn't get that much speed because he was jumping too low. But that was a good 2-lapper for him at 2:19.39. And we go into lap number 3 already, so that is great pace at the moment from Ratchet. So there's, I'm quickly explaining that to everyone. We play all the 5 maps from step 1 in a time attack phase. So you not see anything like Cup mode or the Champions mode or the, in general, Trackmania Grandleague step. There's only time attack involved. And right now, we are on map number 3. And this is map number 3 right now. Map number 3 it is. Yeah, and then your total standings or your total positions on the maps will matter. There are 16 servers where players are racing it out against. And right now, Ratchet has gotten himself 2 top 5 finishes. Here, a bit of a release. Yeah, Ratchet is a bit laggy here. And we see already the first players finishing. 657, 702. And that is actually, to be honest, this is not too fast. That is beatable for Ratchet, as he's on a very good pace right now. Lap number 4, and he's on a 3:28. This could be a 6, yeah, maybe even a 6:40-ish, something like that. Yeah. Do the winner get... No, they play in the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger. The first, second, and third will promote directly to the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger, and the 4th to 8th position will have the chance in a head-to-head battle against the bottom players. So P9 to P13 will play against P4 to... No, P9 to... Yeah, P9 to 13 will play against, from the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger, will play against P4 to 8 from Trackmania Opengrandleague. And then P1 to 3 will replace P14 to 16 from the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger. I think this makes sense. Okay, so lap number 4 also being cleared very nicely here. And this looks to be a very good entry into that. 108.70. Great job. Jumps very high up here. But of course he doesn't want to risk it. So we only have 2 more laps to go. And this is indeed a great pace. Okay, has not made a single mistake, but I don't want to jinx him, of course. But right now, Sika, Lego, and Switch are leading 6:57 though, and this could be beatable by Ratchet. I hope that he doesn't see it, because with that he can distract himself. And he has still 2 more laps to go, minus 0.12 seconds to his former set lap, which was the fastest lap. And right now he goes into this reactor boost part, very important. And then of course we have the last lap. Will he survive and will he claim himself that first place or not? That is now very important. Great amount of speed accumulated, good approach, good release there, and jumps into the slope. Can he hold the gear? Cat to release a bit again, but still looking not that bad as he gets a great flip again. Gets a slowdown though, because his car was too shaky. And now the identity takes it safe. Great decision making from Ratchet. He lost a lot of speed though, and this will be a loss of like 1 to 2 seconds. Make it 2.5, but still he's able to stay alive. Actually, never mind, this could be a sub 7-minute time. I'm not sure if he can still race for that first place, because we could have seen him passing the lap at the like 5:50 mark. So a little bit of a mistake, and this has maybe cost him the first or second place, but look at that, and with a 6:48 time into the lead he goes. So maybe now he can overtake Lego, Switch, or Complex, who are at 6:57 and very close by to each other here. Yeah. So Ratchet on his way into the last lap, into the last identity he goes. And he is 0.5 away from his PB. But of course there's one small mistake, and also some other small or safer lines, especially in this part here, have really thrown him off guard. Yeah, here you want to jump a bit more to the left to not release in this one, because there he has lost a lot of speed. But now to the last identity we go. And he survives it. One more jump to the left. Will he make it? Looking good. 53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. 57.19. And that is just ahead of Switch by the looks of it. 657.190. Yes. 8,000 out of Switch, Lego, and Danisos ahead. That is unfortunate, because we have actually only a gap of like 400ths of a second between Lego and Ratchet, but a P5 for Ratchet, we take that. After a small mistake, it could have been a P number 2, but still very nice job. I think this could have been well a P2 for him, because he over-rotated in that part before that. But still, I mean, 6:57 is not too bad. He was on a great pace at the beginning, but then, of course, in this one part he has really lost it. But a 6:48 by Anner is incredible, yeah? 6:48 is great. And also hello to Roxon, Megamoin. But yeah, great performance. I mean, we cannot see Hugo, for example, on this map thus far. Maybe he has not finished just yet, but we see him not in the top 7, yeah, and that is very good for Ratchet at the moment, as he gets overtaken by one more player. I think that was 7, lurking his way into that 4th position, as Shogurs is on his way into the last lap after this identity. Great flip, actually. We got 7 minutes. Okay, I see. But yeah, I mean, that of course is fairly good for Ratchet, because then he has gotten himself a 5th, and a 6th place thus far. I mean, it can still change. But yeah, Shogus not really nailing that part here, and now he's on the 3rd patch, but he's able to stay alive. Actually, I thought that way more players will struggle with this one, but that is not the case. Okay, it is actually him being out of the top 8 here, or top 7. As we see also Sapi and Dionysos. No, wait, who else has lurked his way in? Scandia, I think. I'm not sure, but he's not in the top 7 anymore. Look at this guy. Can we get a Drake here for... Can we get a Drake for Ratchet? Chester, he's actually helping out a player. Look at this. Look at this, guys. He's helping out the player. Look at that. He's helping him out. Whoop. That is great. You love to see. Wait, he had it. Why did he respawn? Okay, what? Okay, look at the speed now from Chester. Wicked. Oh damn, he was stuck there for one minute, and now he had too much speed into the lap. Can he even? I hope he can still finish though. I hope Chester can still finish. Okay, good jump actually. He's able to stay alive. Now he tries to qualify. He tries to qualify. But yeah, 6:48 by Anorus, very fast. Yeah, but we don't know the gaps in between there, TB, that's the problem. We don't know those gaps. Yeah, I mean, you can see it if Chester, for example, finishes late, so he's maybe one of the slower players, but please, go, Chester, 12 seconds, go, mate, go, no, come on, 6, 5, he's not able to finish, damn. Ah, he's not able to finish. GG's though. Sag. But still, very nice job though. Okay, next one. I'm gonna try to actually, if is it time attack or rounds, you know? That's what I try here now. But let me actually show you the next map. On the Edge is the next one. There we go. There's the map preview. Okay, so let me try, because I was also asking myself that if let's say, you know, I want to play here, and I think, oh man, oh no, I failed. Oh, you cannot go and say, yo, I want to go for DNF. That was the thing that I wanted to go for. The thing that I wanted to figure out, but that is not the case. So you only have one attempt, yeah? You only have one attempt. As I said, I was trying, but he's... As if Ratchet would drive like that. That was Monka. I just played one-handed keyboard with my weak hand. But hey, or with my right hand at the moment, which is my weak hand. But let's go ahead into Ratchet's PoV, as we have a fairly simple map coming up, with this map also being one of the maps that has been played last week as the 4th map. So we have On the Edge by Poupette. Yeah, the identity is a bit harder here, I would say. It's hard to adjust it, but the times are below the 7-minute mark. So Call Jr. has a 6:59, but this identity here, you have a freewheel block, and then you are just rolling and you can either slow down beforehand or go for a slide. Ratchet has made a small mistake though, and there you can see it, servers are out of sync. I mean, players are already finishing. Ratchet has made a mistake though on the 113. Seal's not the deal for him. And with that, he's not that fast. So there's, I think, one server where a lot of good players are on, so we can see them already finishing because the servers are out of sync. So it is orientating on the last player that is finishing, yeah. And with that, we just waited the full time beforehand, so that's why we don't see Ratchet racing right now. But I mean, it's also good to see already the times, yeah, from that 1 or 2 servers that we are having right now, as Ratchet is leading 2.4 seconds out of Koda, who's behind him. And of course Ratchet has made a small mistake in that identity, but still didn't lose too much. Let me actually check what his PB on this map is. Ratchet has a 7:03.37, so not too bad. Not too bad of a time from Ratchet, as he right now goes into the second lap, to the second identity, I mean. Still a first place could be up for grabs for him, but he has to survive that identity, which is not that easy to nail as he gets so much speed. That is such a risky line, and again he makes that mistake. So Ratchet, not sure what he is trying to do there, but a 1:12.12, I mean, that wasn't too bad, yes, but it looked so risky because he went for that full speed actually. Where's the difference between Trackmania, Grandleague Challenger and OGL? You can't say like in football or soccer, however you call it. It's like second and third Bundesliga or second or third division. TMGLC is the second division, where we have the exact same format as the Trackmania Grandleague, and the Trackmania or the Opengrandleague is just everyone can participate in here, not invitational or not performance based. Yeah, so everyone is able to play. And it's a little bit more casual. But of course, I'm following players who can make it. Yeah. Oh, Ratchet with a touch here, losing a bit of speed. But I think he still had the reactor boost going on though. But still not the best amount of speed, also over that freewheel part. So he actually didn't lose that much speed with that, because the reactor boost was still ongoing. Yeah, Ratchet maybe now not making that mistake. Perfect. So the first quite clean lap for him, as he gets a 1:11.16. Yeah, and with that he's on a good pace here actually. Maybe this is like a 7:12, 7:13, 7:14 pace, because he has to race 6 laps, yeah. So let's take a look here. So this could be maybe a top 5 finisher right now. Of course, he can still drop down. But that was the first clean identity. Unfortunately, he has made a mistake on those beforehand. Maybe he can come back with that. But he already lost like 3 to 4 seconds over that. Maybe even more. Maybe even more. Oh, and here also with a mistake. That was unfortunate again. Losing like 1 second even with that. As you can see, 0.8 behind. So, yeah. I don't know what Ratchet is doing there. But lap 4 here from Ratchet. 4:26.10. And also good nose side here. Gathering a lot of speed. No, Yekosi didn't DNF. Maybe he hasn't finished yet. The servers out of sync. They are starting late, as I already said. Yeah? The servers are starting late. There are 16 servers, and each server is having its own thing. You know, because the server can already start like now already. The map could be already over if every player finishes in 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, that's the difference here. Also, Jeffsy here with a 7:11. That map of course suits him well. Ratchet still has to do something here in order to stay alive, but right now we have seen a lot of like rather weaker times. Wait, what? And also Ratchet here again with that mistake. Again with that mistake in this one, and that was not good here, as he again lost a lot of time. So no clean lap thus far. No clean lap, and this could not be a top 8 finisher, as we already go into the second last identity. I'm not on the server aspect, and he's not driving anymore, although feed is first and he's still driving. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe it's his personal preference. I don't know. I would also not do it, Lewis, but I don't know why he's doing that. But yeah, 1:11. So if we add that one up and maybe a clean lap, he can get himself a top 6 finisher here. Yeah, he can get himself a top 6 finisher if he of course survives that and eventually gets himself a clean lap, as he's really in need of that in order to snipe Jevzo or Bresso away. Still not a very promising performance, but I mean, he was in the top 5 and then also top 10 maybe on that previous map. But right now, it's not looking too bad. He should just not make a mistake on this part here, yeah, on this right-hander, where he has made that mistake beforehand, steering in a bit too early, and now he survives it. So that is great. Also good amount of speed. Still 0.4 away. We're saving the bit, but this could still be a great time by Ratchet here into the last board. We go 0.36 away from his former set fastest lap. Yeah. And this identity will decide it, but this will not be a fast time, but still not too bad from Ratchet. As he survives this, yes. Also this one, very, very nicely executed. And this is a 7.11, 7.12.02. Okay, a little bit further behind the others, but of course, due to the mistakes, he has only finished there. So just for Figure to say, because Figure is not able to read, I have to read that out for him. So this Map, die Map lief gar nicht, hat er geschrieben, Figure. Ja, und der Neo-Slide war auch nicht so gut. Ich weiß, lesen ist schwer. Ich hoffe, ich konnte dir helfen. What is it in English? So he said that the map was not that comfortable for him. Yeah, and of course I'm only trolling. And that he didn't really feel that comfortable with the Neo Slide. And I said, yeah, you also made a mistake in this right-hander on this part. And also now he finds it more pleasant or just better to drift than the first one. So that's why he is going for that second drift rather than the first one. I can respect that. But hey, I mean, not too bad of a finish. I mean, a 7.11 here, 7.12, almost a 7.11 for Ratchet. So that's like a top 15 finisher. Not too bad. And we're gonna go to the next map. Maybe he's gonna end it with a bang there. But I think maybe this one suits him the best. As we also see Tatane finishing. And with that, I think we have all players who have finished here. No, we still have Chester, who has to finish here. Last lap he is. But the next map is a bit easier. Chester 2 seconds ahead of his PB, or his best lap. Can he finish under 10 minutes though? I don't think so. Maybe if he gets a good identity. Yeah, it's one-shot time attack. And he actually gets it. Great job. And actually gets under 10 minutes. Great job, Chester. Great job, man. GG's to you, man. That was nice. Very cool. Very, very nice to see that. Chester with a 9.57 there. Very cool. Ratchet wins the server. Of course, his server is not the strongest. We have, of course, some players like Koda and Jan who can make something happen. And also the players from the team we have seen behind. But I think that Ratchet is just on another level. And also hello to Ors. And hello to Mr. Dwinjo. Who else do we have? Straken is here. Hello, hello. So we're going to have a couple of the day afterwards. But of course, we're going to do map number 5 as well. And this is the last 6 lapper. And then we're going to do couple of the day.